Have faith. May the fourth be with you. Fourth,
November 17th be with you.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're live. All right, folks. Welcome back to the SF Comic Book Company. This is the SF Company Hour number 52, streaming from StreamYards. So hopefully this is working. This is our first time. I'm going to check real quick before I start introducing folks and talking. I want to make sure we're actually live because it's the first time using this technology live. And it looks like we are live. Yay! Wait, I want to make sure we're actually live. And we're live. Okay, cool. So we are live. All right, welcome back. Like I said, number 52, the new 52 here at the SF Comic Book Co. New graphics, new everything, new smiles. So first time on the show, welcome, Crystal Diamond, owner of the Characters Cafe. So welcome, Crystal. First time on the show. How you doing?
Woo-hoo. I am super excited. I was grooving to that intro, like I was nervous and everything, and then all of a sudden the intro came on, and I'm like, "Oh, this is my jam."
Yeah, it's very it eases you into it. Yes.
Yeah. When you hear it before. Okay, yeah.
So since it's the first time on the show, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I definitely want to talk about the Characters Cafe that which you own and run. But I want to kind of know first about kind of your fandom. What makes you a fan of this geek stuff, all this dorky stuff? So, lay it on us. Tell us about your geekdom.
You can see some of my stuff right behind me. I mean, I am just about anything from comic books to game. I'm a Renaissance sort of nerd in the sense that there's everything. Like I have touched my hands and licked all. No, I probably shouldn't say that out loud. I love everything. Like I really do love talented artists, and I gravitate towards that. I'm the person who at Comic Cons goes to see the artists and the really talented people and the celebrities or like whatever. So when I work behind the scenes now for comic conventions, I'm a good person to have because I care not. But if you put me too close to like some of the writers or creators or artists, I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I love comic books. I love movies. I love gaming. When I say gaming, tabletop, because console gaming is too hard for me. I'll just be honest. I move my body like my mother did when I was little. What's wrong with you? Why can't you just do the remote? And now I'm like that person who's like, oh, jump. So I don't, but I backseat drive. Like I will tell other people how to drive. Don't hit the glow thing. Did you see the glow thing? Horrible. I know that's like not nice to do, but I like to do it. It means I get to watch the cinematic, stuff, and I kind of get to be a part of it by yelling at somebody.
Awesome.
So anything.
Awesome. So speaking of yelling at people, Rick, how you doing?
Hey.
How's it going, Rick?
Going good.
How's your week going?
It's going well. Ready to get the show going. I got the dawn of I got Superman versus Batman. Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition playing in the background. So
okay, yeah. Great. Is the sound off, right?
No, the sound's off. Don't worry about it. I got subtitles right. Yeah. Sometimes.
Thanks, Thanks, Rick.
I'm just gonna start watching.
All right, Ray. Here it goes. Let's have fun.
Oh, geez. So before we get into our topics, I want to talk quickly, not quickly, but we want to talk about Characters Cafe. Tell us a little bit about the Characters Cafe.
It is a coffee shop that has all sorts of everything from pinball games to tabletop games to a door that's currently locked because we only do door service. So as soon as COVID-19 is done, which, who knows. Until then, we are putting everybody's safety first and our family safety first, and we're greeting everybody at the door. We have a menu that is ever evolving, and we have a new 2021 that we're rolling out. And Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we have things that we'll be unveiling, like shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that. So I am super excited. But if you're ever in Pleasanton, and you're looking for something that's not another major conglomerate coffee shop, you get to see my smiley happy face at Characters Cafe. So yeah, that's about it. And you get to see all the cool artwork and everything. And if it's your first time visiting, you get banana bread. So
oh, really? Awesome. I'm about some banana bread.
And every last Friday, I give out free Rupert floats. So, and every first of the month, I do coffee, 12-ounce cup of coffee, hot or cold, because if you're going to be paying your bills, you might as well have a cup of coffee doing it. So
that makes sense.
What's the address?
Awesome.
It is. Oh, see, you're good. I would have been Pleasanton, and just call my name. It's 5424 Snow Boulevard, suite number 7. So I'm in the Rayleigh Shopping Center, in between Mountain Mike's and Tiffany's Dance Studio. So
wow.
Just
There
coffee.
you go. Go get pizza, then coffee, and then go work it off in the dance.
Yeah, go dance it off. Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. And all right, well, cool. Rick, you got anything else you want to ask about the cafe and all that?
Hours, of course. And you said they're just doing. You guys are just doing like walk up service to the door. Is it a full menu from? Because I know that some places have been doing like a smaller menu to kind of keep their costs down. But how's the menu?
If our menu got any smaller, it'd be microscopic.
Okay, so all right, full menu.
No, we do breakfast and lunch, and everything is open and available. If you find something that if you normally get something that's not on our menu, as far as drinks go, I can duplicate almost anything. I can duplicate anything. I've studied really hard to do that. But yeah, so the menu's open. Our hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So pre-COVID, our hours were 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. And then after 9, we would still be open for gaming. So, and we would do movie nights and stuff like that. We do Nerf gun games. We have a rotating Saturday calendar. We have a rotating Saturday calendar that we'll be hoping to continue once the plague isn't upon us. And then Saturdays and Sundays we're open from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Awesome. Very cool.
There we go.
And a good place to get some coffee. I'm waiting for some coffee soon, right?
Yes.
I got some coffee coming to me, right?
Who owns that coffee shop? I'd really have a talk with that.
I can't wait.
Coffee shop owner.
Awesome. All right, so let's jump into some subjects. There's a lot of cutty news this week. I say let's jump into this Darkwing Duck news. I'm kind of excited about this. So Darkwing Duck from the theme song. You can't not know hum that theme. Let's Get Dangerous. So we got it looks like it's coming back to Disney Plus. Everything's coming back to Disney Plus. It looks like it's going to be produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Let's see. It's got originally from 91 to 92. It was 91 episodes. I like how those it was only a couple of years, but they had like a whole series worth of episodes.
I was looking at that. How the heck did they? I was like, I thought it was on so much longer than that. Yeah,
it's just it was on every day, so it's like they had those episodes every day. So it looks like we're getting Darkwing Duck coming back. Did they say Seth Rogen's doing the voice, or he's just producing?
I think he's just producing it. That can't be the voice.
Yeah. No, he's gonna go. Who could he be?
So Crystal, you big fan of Darkwing Duck? Are you excited about reboot? I guess remake, reboot. Reboot. What are you excited about? Excited about this at all?
Drake Mallard. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. I am an 90s sort of. I'm 42, and I can still sing that song. That's how much it meant to me. But same with DuckTales. So to see these things come back, I was like, damn it. See, I told you we had good cartoons. See? You guys, you can remake all of our great stuff. It's fine. Just recognize where it came from. I'm excited. Disney Plus has a lot of things going for it. I mean, they need things to help them since Star Wars and just The Mandalorian's not doing so well, and they're suffering. Jeez, I mean,
like nobody wants that Baby Yoda merch. Like, come on, guys, jeez, like it's just sitting on shelves.
Yeah, just to go into that vault, find something that will help make your channel work. But no, I'm excited. How about you guys?
I'm very excited about this. I love Darkwing Duck. Like the whole Disney Afternoon stuff is great. Did you watch any of the DuckTales stuff? The remake of DuckTales? I heard it's actually really good.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I couldn't Tenant, so I was like, can't not see this.
Yeah, David. I heard he steals the show pretty much.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. So I watched it. I liked it. It's one of those things though where I'm like, I try to. My son prefers watching the older ones though, and we have like of DuckTales. We have all of the DVDs. We were gifted them, and so he's like, "Oh no, I want to watch this." And I'm like, "Disney Plus, you just ruined. You just wasted your money. He'd rather just watch the rerun." But I like it, so it doesn't matter what you think.
So Gizmo Duck, what do you think of this, Rick?
Gizmo Duck?
Oh wait, that was DuckTales, right?
Well,
Juan saying Nega Duck. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'd like. That definitely when it comes to the villain. But like just going back to what Crystal was saying about like the song, like that whole Disney Afternoon. I mean I remember just like one field trip we went to the Lawrence Hall of Science out in Berkeley. Like my whole science class, we were on like this little shuttle, and all we did was sing the Disney Afternoon songs all the way up there, and like. It was awesome because, sometimes you have adults looking at kids like stupid ass kids or something, being like old codgers. But no, they were just like smiling and they were like, just like these kids were just, and we were killing it. So it was like my karaoke career began back then. But
that's what the love of karaoke.
That's where it started. I performed on the line to the shuttle to the Lawrence Hall of Science.
So do you want to?
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally excited for this Nega Duck. It comes down to I'm starting to trust Seth Rogen and Emma Goldberg. Just everything they touch. I mean, it's like if me and you we decided and we had the money to produce all this shit. Like we would stay true to like most of these characters. This is what we grew up with. We hold all this shit like super sacred. Yeah, and I'm super happy that if anybody's gonna do it, it's these guys right here. I just want to hear the voice cast finally. And what animation are we going to get? Are we going to get this new kind of DuckTales? The DuckTales stories are great. I'm just not in love with the animation.
I'm not. Yeah, it's a little bit too stylized. I like more traditional kind of 2D animation on that.
A little too Teen Titans Go,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I get a little feel of that. Yeah. I'm actually pretty excited. So, Crystal, so being a fan of the Disney Afternoon, any of the other shows you want to see be remade?
Oh my goodness, Rescue Rangers! If you when you were saying all other things, I'm like, I was just about to yell at Rescue Rangers to see if you could just pop it off because that is one of the.
Rescue Rangers, where there's danger. We're gonna need more Jameson.
Not enough in the world.
Yeah, Tailspin's Rescue Rangers, all of that. I mean,
Tailspin would be an interesting one because that's like almost like a mixture of like Jungle Book meets Top Gun, which would be a fucking pretty intense show for if they did, let's say if they did a movie, that would be so awesome. Like how they did the Bill Murray Baloo in Jungle Book, and now he's flying the fucking plane. Cool as fuck.
Bill Murray, fucking.
Oh, Bill Murray. Yeah.
I want to give you money really quickly so you guys can produce that.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys make it.
Disney, we are available.
I mentioned this before, but I do have a crush on Gadget, so
Who doesn't? Gadget's like the bomb. It's right at Disneyland. I was like, look, that's Gadget right there. She's making stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. What about you, Rick? Which one do you want to see rebooted that hasn't been already?
I'm looking at. I have to look at the whole lineup right
I
now.
think my probably a big choice for me would probably be Gargoyles. Like
Gargoyles. I want a
want to
movie
see a
for
reboot.
that.
I wouldn't want to see a reboot. I want to see a continuation. Like forget the shitty third season that they took the writers off and like try to make their own crap. Like from the first two seasons, like start from there. There's way more cool stories to tell from that. So like Gargoyles would definitely be something exciting.
That's the one movie out of all. That's the one show out of the whole Disney afternoon that I think that needs to be done as a live action, dude. I need to see Gargoyles done live action.
Oh,
They have the technology. They have the technology now. You know.
Yeah,
I'd like to see
think,
that.
Jordan Peele was actually talking about making that. He's a big fan of that show too.
And you can still get Keith David to do the voice, man.
I hope so. Yeah,
hopefully,
yeah.
He can still do it. Like you could hear that voice, man. That voice.
I'm rewatching Community right now, and he shows up in like the last season as one of the characters. Man, it's great, man. he's awesome, man. He's great. Anytime, Spawn. He's an awesome voice actor. All right. So speaking of remakes and reboots, so we have Tom and Jerry coming out next year, I believe, to 2021. On paper, like I would think, no, that's a horrible idea. I'm watching the trailer. It looks all right. I'm kind of the animation. I'm not too juiced on. It looks a little too. I don't know, like 3D, 2D kind of combo. I'm not sure. They should just pick one or the other. But the fact that they're trying to really kill each other and like the way they used to treat each other in the cartoon makes me way more excited about this because it looks like this is gonna be a fun, stupid kind of almost in like a Sonic-esque kind of fun ride where it's you don't take it seriously, go in, do some enhancements and go in there and laugh your ass off. And I like seeing Chloe Moretz and stuff too. So. This looks pretty good. I'm actually pretty. I shouldn't be excited about a Tom and Jerry movie, but I'm okay with this. What do you think, Crystal? What do you think of this trailer?
Oh my gosh. Okay, same thing. I thought when I heard it, I was like, I don't think so. We've done this. I seen Gene Kelly. It's fun. We don't need anything else. And then the animation. Good point. But I liked the animation. I was afraid almost that it wouldn't blend. Like I was like, how are they going to do it? Because of the brightness and vividness now of how we record movies. And I was watching it and I was like, if they fucking don't hurt each other, I'm going to be so pissed.
Yeah.
And wait, am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
Yes.
You're encouraged.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll say a whole lot more before.
Let it out, Crystal. Let it out. Come on. You've been around the kids too much.
Each other, I was going to lose my mind because there is a lot of softness that has happened to cartoons throughout time, and I was like, are they going to make it like a Tiny Toons? Like, is it going to be really gentle? Where I mean, like the worst violence is a hit over the head with the mallet. Yeah. So I was excited to see. I was excited to see. There was electrocution in the thing. There was maiming. There was a bus hit. Like, I mean, that's classic Tom and Jerry. Like Spy versus Spy. I watched Tom and Jerry for the violence.
Yeah. Yeah, the itchy and scratchy of its time.
Yeah, exactly. There would be no itchy and scratchy without Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, totally what they bit off of. Yeah, like the murdering. Yeah, I was always rooting for Tom, though. I was always rooting for Tom to kill Jerry, a little bastard. He's gonna get him one of these days. That's why I was always rooting for Sylvester against Tweety, like a little arrogant, big-headed bastard. Like, no, screw you, Tweety.
But it was great though because they still recognize that they're friends, and if we could grab anything from that trailer, is that even though you violently abuse people, it's just you working out your friendship stuff. Like,
yeah, just like me and Rick. Yeah, he is my Jerry Mouse. Just try to kill you. We got issues.
We got volumes.
Rick, what'd you think of this trailer?
I was so happy. I mean, she hit every point. Like, The one thing I was afraid of. I remember watching Tom and Jerry one time. Like I think I forgot what network brought it back, and it was like a
It was Cartoon
new.
Network.
Yeah, it was Cartoon Network. So it was like a new, like kind of updated Tom and Jerry, and I'm like, why are they having tea together?
Is the tea poisoned?
Yeah, no, I was waiting for something like that. Like, oh, who's hosting it? Oh, okay, he's gonna fuck him over right now. I'm waiting for it. And no, he brings him a present, and they're being friends, and then they go on an adventure together. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? This is not Tom and Jerry. First of all, they've done this with a lot of cartoons, and it's exactly that. The wussification of cartoons. I mean, there needs to be a book on this if there isn't one already. I mean, we probably sound like, you know, like old folks, like our cartoons were better. Oh. And
But the difference is that they were.
really were. They really were. Okay, it's okay that in G.I. Joe they shot 2 million bullets, yet nobody died. It's okay. They all had bad aim. They went to the Stormtrooper Academy. It's fine. It's fine. But I just don't get why it's like if I was to see like a Wile E. Coyote, and I think they were gonna do this, a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner movie. If they're not gonna do Acme where he just like I'm gonna buy dynamite, stick it underneath here, hopefully pop this boulder and fucking drop it on him and kill him and then eat him. If they do something where he's like sending like the Roadrunner pizza, I'm like I'm out. I don't want adventures with two nemesis. I want the whole I'm clocking in Ralph, hi Tom, hi Ralph, and then they go and kick the shit out of each other, and then they clock back in and they're friends again. It is what it is. It's eternal. It's cartoons. It's not.
Yeah, I like the
ladies
cast.
and gentlemen, it's cartoons.
It's still real to me, damn it. I like the cast. Like you got Michael Pena in there. You got
Michael Pena's great.
Ken Johnson. What kind of accent is he doing? He's like a French accent. What the hell is he doing, man?
No, it's gonna be like a Spanish accent,
like
possibly.
Yeah, the cast looks really good. It looks the cast looks good. It looks like a fun movie. I think this is gonna be like next year's Sonic. I think it's gonna be the same kind of like it'll make some money. Like people are not expecting it to be good, and people go out and like enjoy themselves. So hopefully we can see this on the big screen. That'd be nice.
It'll be a release on like depending when it comes out. Streaming.
Does it have a release date yet?
It said 2021. I didn't see any like super release date. All right, so this is like the week of like remix. But first, let me read a couple chats. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, helps with the analytics. Always appreciated. Juan said, I think you mispronounced Negaduck. LOL.
No, he said Negaduck.
I have a speech
Easy,
impediment.
Wancho.
Go to the tape. Wancho's already 2 in, man. Krista, yes, Gargoyles. Yes, Gargoyles is awesome. The first 2 seasons are amazing. If you haven't seen Gargoyles, like it's some great storytelling, like just the way what they do with like time travel and like history and stuff like that. Like it's just a beautifully well written show. But it sucks. Like the 3rd season, they moved networks and they fired all the writers, and they turned it into like the standard cheesy Saturday morning, like no heart kind of show. So that was very disappointing. If you watch Gargoyles, skip the 3rd season. Don't even bother. There's nothing redeeming. There's nothing redeeming about that season. Just stick to the first 2 seasons. I think it's like 70 episodes. Amazing television. Stick to that. Stick to the good stuff. Don't torture yourself. All right. So looks like we have a short circuit. This like I said, this is like the week of like remakes and stuff happening. So short circuit is coming out with what did they say? It's a
Latinx.
A little Latin mix. Are they gonna have a white guy pretending to be a Latin? Like they had Fisher Stevens pretending to be an Indian guy.
Indian guy.
Eduardo Cisneros and Jason Schumann, who wrote the upcoming Half Brothers, which is due out soon from Focus Features. Let's see. No news on the casting. The original, of course, had Steve Guttenberg, Ali Sheedy, and the controversial Fisher Stevens, of course. That was the before times where other races would play other races. This is coming out. Short Circuit 2. Short Circuit 2 is actually pretty good too. I was a fan of these movies. I haven't seen them in a while. I got to definitely rewatch them. But the first Short Circuit's hilarious. The second one's pretty hilarious from what I remember. But I was a stupid kid, so what can you do? Chris, so what? You a big fan of Short Circuit back in the day?
Oh yeah, Ali Sheedy. Um, that is one of my favorite robot, like, because there was like batteries not included, short circuit, all these things that came out around the same time. So, and I mean, if you ever look at Wally, when Wally came out, I was like, they just ripped off Short
Yeah,
Circuit. That's
yeah.
not 25.
Like Johnny Five's like when he was like baby or something.
Yeah.
It's like Johnny One.
But a lot of the design came from how he was. And this is, um, there is a part of the whole movie that I now still like. I think about it and I'm like, and they made him so real. And so when they came out with Short Circuit 2, it was more fun. It was a story, but it was more of him, and so I really liked that too. So both of them are pretty fun rides. So to do this in 2021, moving forward with the Latinx, I love saying whenever I say Latinx, just
Oh, Rick's got some things to say about Latinx in a minute.
when you say it, do you still do this? Like, does it make you want to?
Hey, Leguizamo said it was okay, so I don't know.
No.
But to do it though, I'm excited for a new generation to be introduced to more stuff that we've already made and already gave them money, and we'll give them more money because that's what. Yeah, remakes.
So do you want to see an updated design to Johnny Five, or like kind of stay close to the original Johnny Five? Because that's a classic looking robot. Hopefully they don't try to iPhone Apple it up a little bit more. I don't know if they're gonna go like streamline and they're gonna try
like Eve. So Wally, yeah. Eve, and
that makes sense. Full circle. That makes sense.
Exchange money.
They're gonna totally do it. It's gonna look like some Apple product. It's gonna yeah. I fear for the design of this. So Rick, please.
All right. I mean, I don't know where to begin. So I'm all for making like stuff over that was from our generation, but there's certain stuff that shouldn't be touched. And I mean, Short Circuit isn't one of those things that's like like a legendary movie or by any means, but you know what? The character of Johnny Five to me is kind of iconic when it comes to like a robot, and the whole need more input. It just they're gonna bastardize this for the sake of being woke, and I hate to say that because I want like inclusion, but this inclusion for the sake of inclusion, I'm like against. If you're gonna tell me you're gonna write a movie, that's fine. But the moment you tell me, I'm going to do a Latinx version, which I have a problem with in the term itself.
Tell us.
So anybody who uses the term Latinx, if you can maintain a conversation with me in Spanish, okay. You might convert me into using that word. But I'm sorry, I have a lot of pride in just being a Latino. And I'm sure there are people who are Latinos and Latinas. I'm sorry that that the language is rooted in masculine and feminine words, but I think most languages around the world are that way. Just English is, I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but by not belittling you, you're belittling me. I take pride in being Latino. I take pride in knowing my heritage and my roots, and sometimes Latinx, yeah, you feel me. You feel me on this. Come up here. He's like, yeah, Latinos, bro.
Anytime I hear Latinx, I just think it's like Racer X is like fucking like Butler.
Yeah, it's just because the thing is, for me, if we're gonna use a term, it's the same way. It's the same way how people have been using Hispanic for years. I'm sorry, I'm nobody's panic. I'm Latino. I'm straight up. Not to get to get off my soapbox and stuff now.
Okay, Frida. What do you think about the Short Circuit fucking remake?
Well, dude, haven't we had this already? We had iRobot. Like robots becoming aware. Being like having a soul or whatever. So I mean, do we really need another Short Circuit? I mean, it's like Are we going to remake iRobot next? Why does this need to be remade? Can they not just say we're going to make an AI? No, they can say that. But attaching it to the name Short Circuit, it just seems so fucking cheap because it's like in comics. You guys want to create new things? That's fine. Do not latch on to something else to try to gain any kind of momentum. Write your own momentum. You don't, because the thing is, through everything, it's like, men, women, people of color, everything. You want to blaze your own trail. You don't want to jump onto somebody else's coattails and go from there.
My stance is always, hey, I don't mind remakes and reboots. Make them well. So if you're gonna fucking remake Short Circuit, just make it good. I don't care. Like you can remake a Short Circuit, but I don't have confidence that they're gonna actually try to make it well. It's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be a cash grab. They're gonna iPhone fucking Shawnee 5 up, and they're gonna try to force feed some inclusion and all this stuff, which is inclusion is good and all that, but. You
don't plan a movie around inclusion. You plan a movie around making a good movie first.
You don't have to say it. Just like cast a. That's fine. Just cast an act. You don't have to you're gonna
do
make
this.
Yeah,
just write it.
Just make it.
Yeah. Don't make the proclamation of like, oh, we're gonna make a Latinx movie. Don't just talk about it. Do it. And then if it's a great movie, it's a great movie. And if it's not, you fucked up because this is what happened with Ghostbusters in 2016. Yeah, we're gonna go. It's exactly the same thing. You're gonna piss off people. You're gonna piss off people because it's like, to me, it's like, just make a good movie. If you're gonna tell me you're gonna make an all women's Ghostbusters, I'm fine with it as long as it's a good movie. Yeah, if it's shit, I'm gonna fucking say something. But I don't want to be called a misogynist just because I'm stating an opinion and it's all women. If you made a shit movie, you made a shit movie. I'm sorry.
Such passion.
About movies, it.
So Crystal, all right. So what movie do you want to see remade from your youth that you loved so much?
Oh,
calm down, Rick. We got a whole show to
go. Half an hour in. Holy shit!
All right, calm down, Rick. Put it down. I want good Rick today. Oh
my goodness. Remade from my movie, nothing. Honestly, genuinely, because a lot of things just become a cash grab.
Yeah.
And I really hunger for newness. And so I say this, but I can see all the Marvel movies and all the DC movies because, comics.
Karmatology.
It's alive. But as far as movies go, there's nothing that because of what they meant to me then, I have no desire to be like, oh, this needs to be remade because Corey Haim was meant to be in those movies. There's nobody who could take his place. I don't want to see another Feldman Haim thing redone. That's just, which shows you how fucking old I am. So,
all right. So
if they remake License to Drive, I'm gonna be pissed.
No one saw that movie. So don't worry about it. That was a good movie. Best movie about licenses ever. So what movie would really piss you off if they remade? What movie would you would fucking just be angry if you saw them try to remake it?
That movie.
License
to Drive. Had some kid driving backwards with his pregnant mom. I would fucking lose my mind. I would lose my mind because we just need to leave Haim and Feldman where they are in that beautiful space and time and not remake that so I can get if you don't want someone to get violent.
I think we need to cross Short Circuit and License to Drive and just have one of those self-driving cars and then we'll have Johnny 5 and we'll kill two birds with one stone. Gutenberg could be the CEO of the company.
He does the voice like Kit.
All right, Rick, to you, what movie from your childhood would you be super pissed if they try to remake?
Oh, dude, I've thought about this so many times, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a translation from Cadiz.
Jesus.
He gets through. Wait, hold on. It's about 6 of them.
Oh, he's going off his rant. I don't like to be called Cat X.
So
I'm a Captain American.
No, I think honestly. So when it comes to remakes, if they touch anything, almost everything, man.
What's
If
it,
they
like
fucking
what movie would
any,
piss you off the most?
anything, I'm sorry, it's just more anything done by John Hughes. Don't fucking
Yeah.
touch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't touch it. Weird Science, don't touch it. I'm
I
sorry.
think,
Breakfast Club, don't touch it.
yeah, no John Hughes.
They're gonna fuck up something in a John Hughes movie. Don't touch it. John Hughes knew what it felt like to be like a teen in that time, and you know, and like
And the
that.
cast was great too, right? Like he.
Yeah, you can't read.
Perfect.
Yeah,
You
we
can't-
have Zac Efron has fucking
Bender. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you can't recast Bender because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna fuck up Bender. They're gonna fuck up they're gonna fuck up a lot of people. They're gonna fuck up Brian. You can't have Michael. Anthony Michael Hall. You can't have these guys like reprise this shit anymore. And I don't want to see a cameo, like to see like Judd Nelson is the new assistant
Judd Nelson
principal.
he'd definitely be the assistant principal. He'd be
Yeah,
like,
I don't want to see that though.
Oh, that would definitely be the fucking.
You know
plot.
that exactly. I don't want to see it. That to me that'd be sacrilegious as far as fucking film movie. If there's a director out there that's trying to do that shit,
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's some asshole that would. Oh, I could do it. I could make it better.
no, and don't touch Back to the Future. Any of them.
That was gonna be mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't touch those.
I wouldn't
Sorry,
mind seeing. I think we've talked about. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to Back to the Future. Like have Marty. The reason Michael J.
Because of the time travel.
Because he's kind of fucked up because of the time travel. That's why he has his thing that he has. So yeah, you could definitely Christopher Lloyd's still around too. I think you could do it, but I don't want to see a remake of that. I'd be super pissed. And we've been seeing kind of some of the John Carpenter stuff being remade. Unless it's John Carpenter like involved in it, I don't want to see anybody like touch his shit.
What else is being remade? Oh, People Under the Stairs, I think, is being remade.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. Anything with Robin Williams. Mrs. Doubtfire, if you touch that. Flubber, if you touch that, which also was a remake of something.
It ends with him.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything done by Robin Williams ever again.
Yeah. Well, you see what happened with Aladdin. Shit. That's some crap.
Don't talk to me about that car wreck. Okay? Still, no?
Calm down, Rick. Smile, Rick. You're on camera. There you go. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be one of those Ricks.
It's gonna be the Fred Flintstone Rick all over again.
I'll get the mute button ready. All right. So like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, folks. If you're enjoying the content. Let's see. Juan Medina says passion. That's coming from Fildy. Krista, Fieldy, yay. Fieldy, he's like the, I would say the Conan of the broadcast. Yeah, he's coming in, he's like La Parka. He's like the La Parka coming in with the chair. The chairman of SF Comic Co. All right, so let's go into some more. Let's talk a little bit of comic news. Jeff Johns and Gary Frank are moving to Image Comics. I thought this was an interesting news story right here. Jeff Johns has definitely been a long-time DC guy. He did some work for Marvel early on. He did some Avengers runs and some other random stories. And Gary Frank, he has this, he has a great art style. So they just came off a Doomsday Clock, was kind of maligned. Some people liked it, some people kind of hated it. So it looks like they're going to a creator-owned Image Comics, which is, I love Jeff Johns. I'm a big Jeff Johns guy. He's Mr. DC in my book. He writes a hell of a DC story. So this is the book that they're doing. Let me see, what is the name of it? Geiger.
HR?
So, yeah, I don't know. So who are the scavengers of a dying Earth? Geiger is set in the years since nuclear war ravaged the planet. Desperate outlaws battle for survival in a world of radioactive chaos. So out past the poison wasteland lives a man even the night crawlers and organ people fear. Some name him Joe Glow, others name him Meltdown Man, but his name is Geiger. So that's the setup for this story. If you know Gary Frank's work, he does really great details and stuff. Jeff Johns is an amazing writer. So, Crystal, you a fan of Jeff Johns' work at all?
The Jump is what a lot of comic book writers and artists do, right? When they want to give more freedom license and not rehash other people's stuff. And that's why Image is, a beacon light for so many. Because you don't have to make the same cookie cutter stuff as everybody else. So this will be a fun ride. It'll be an interesting purchase. Fuck. My money. You're fine.
Yeah, Jeff Johns always he's been pretty. He's been like he's probably had a couple books where I didn't like, but for the most part, I love Jeff Johns stuff. So just seeing him without the handcuffs of DC continuity and the guys at DC and kind of doing his own thing, I think it's going to be very interesting to check out. Rick, what do you think about this?
Well, he's still with DC, right? I mean, he's just doing
He,
his own.
he doesn't have the creative, like he's not like up top like he was, because they kind of like cleaned house a lot of shit.
Because they put that new editor in chief in, but
so he's more like just doing like what he was doing before, kind of like a
just writing his own books,
creative consultant, and kind of still writing books and stuff too. So,
but he's just taking off. He's not really leaving DC because I think he holds like a big title when it comes to like the WB and the.
Well, he did.
He did. He's still involved, from what I remember.
Yeah, I don't think he's involved. I don't think he's involved like he was too, and he was kind of involved in the Joss Whedon thing too.
Oh, okay. So, well, this is the mark of Jeff Johns leaving DC?
That's interesting speculation, man. I think it definitely could be testing the waters.
Because I'm a huge Jeff Johns mark. I'll admit it. I mean, I pretty much followed the whole Blackest Night series just because. I mean, I have every book just because of him. Just the way he crafted a whole, like, we were talking about crafted universes the other day. Jeff Johns knows how to craft a universe. So if DC's getting rid of this guy, I mean, that's just another thing that I'm looking at DC like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Because people will say, well, you hate DC. I'm like, really, me? I love DC. And Batman's one of my favorites. He really didn't touch too much on Batman. He touched more on
usually in like
more on Jeff Johns. Flash, Green Lantern, Superman,
Stripes, Justice Society.
Yeah,
he did a run on Aquaman.
Some of his personal stuff that I think he wanted to include.
Like Kevin Smith called him like he's like the fanboy's fanboy. He's like,
yeah, of course. Because honestly, like I said, I wish that people who are doing the Green Lantern Corps show, they got to get him as an advisor.
Yeah, or at least look at the books as an inspiration. Those are like his run. Look at that run for inspiration.
Green Lantern Corps is still one of my favorite books. Guy Gardner he's still like my favorite Lantern. But this, I'm happy for him. But I'm not happy for DC if this means that he's going to be leaving DC for greener pastures.
After Death Metal, I'm pretty much like off DC for a while.
So DC's fucking up.
So this will be John's first. This will be John's first creator-owned work since Olympus in 2005. So it's been 15 years since he's done a creator-owned book.
That's huge though, because sometimes creative stuff that you like create yourself, it doesn't hit because. It's hard to find an audience for something. It's easy to find an audience that already has a following, and you just come in and write. You're just hoping that your name carries enough clout to bring some readers over.
Okay, so this is coming from Newsarama. This will be John's first major non-DC work in almost 2 decades, and just over 2 years since he stepped down as DC's president and chief executive officer and head of DC Films. So he's been kind of out of it for 2 years.
So he got axed from. Okay.
He stepped down, which could mean either I got fired.
He got axed.
Yeah, it could mean a lot of things. Speaking of like creator-owned stuff, so you were talking about that earlier, Crystal. So, you got any standouts for any image like creator-owned stuff that stands out to you?
Oh, where do I begin? Let me. It's interesting that. So I loved, so not just image, but so my favorite comic book character is Hellboy, who did a lot of the stuff for Marvel and everything, and he was like he did the art.
Yeah, Mike Mignola.
And we're both from Portland. And he knows who I am.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Well, you told me a story about
a stripper. The name is Crystal Diamond. There's like no rounds about it. You're not going to forget that name. But he is brilliant, and so getting to create his own things. Mark Millar is another person who you go through these. Millard world where he just got how much fucking money a few years ago to
Netflix,
sell
right?
off. Yeah. So but Millar was told that, why it was Stanley told him, stop doing my shit, do your own and make your own money. And that's what they did. So when you hit, and they're so very, it's the formula's so strange. What makes people gravitate towards, the independent stuff, or their own new stuff, their own freedom stuff. And it's, why wouldn't those same people who loved what they wrote here want to follow them there? But there's people such loyalists to the producers, to the you're either Marvel or DC. So I don't buy into that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm in middle of the road pretty much. I probably lean a little bit more Marvel, but like I love it all. Like I don't like the pick. But
you like people who are talented, right? You like a good story, just like you like a good movie. So it's one of those things that why people don't gravitate towards these and then kind of just leave them aside. But then all of a sudden, TV decides they want to make a movie out of, because the graphic novels of something decided to sell. So they're like, jump on this bandwagon. And then all of a sudden this, person who left for independent pastures in Image and all the other Action Labs and these sort of things go, okay, well, here we are.
They finally get paid for their shit.
Exactly. And their name is on something actual versus where I've heard stories from other comic book people within the industry, and they are like, I was in that meeting and I said this idea, and then they didn't put my name on any of it. And I was like, or he was up real late and I was helping ink some stuff, and then name wasn't on anything. And so they're just like, it's kind of shifty in some ways. So I mean, kick ass, go if you're not doing all the DC stuff like you were before and you took a step down, go fucking create stuff over there. Let's go money.
Yeah, I think it's DC's loss. They should have really just gave Johns the reins. Instead, they should have fired Didio a long time ago and just said, "Here, Johns, run it. You know DC better than any of these guys, and you have and you don't have this hard on for the Silver Age character. He loves the Silver Age characters, but he also loves characters. But he loves all the new characters, the old characters, and future stuff. So I think DC messed up with on letting him go. So we'll jump into this next thing too. So Kickstarter, it looks like comics on Kickstarter have garnered a record $22 million so far in 2020. So this seems to be the wave of the future. These people are just kind of doing it themselves. I talked about Jim Rugg last week, his Octobriana comic book that he self-published and throwing Kickstarter, and that's kind of the way things are going now for these creators, and so they're getting these backers. So this seems like this is going to be the future. This is kind of like, forget going to the companies. I'm just going to make these comics myself and put them out there. So Crystal, what do you think of this? As the future of comic books, people just kind of funding them themselves, getting these Kickstarters going instead of going through the major companies who are going to take most of their money.
Yeah. There's a comic book, Lady Mechanica, and I'm trying to remember who the writer-artist is.
I've heard of that.
It's beautifully stunning, the writing and the artwork. And I'm so sorry that I can't remember what your name is, because I have been to a lot of conventions and had conversations with him, and he is like, there's this bleeding process that happens to people who are kind of the lower levels of the writing and everything, and what money they can get to help back their ideas. So when he went to Kickstarter, or when he went to stuff to do crowdfunding to get money to finish this was a few years ago, to do another chapter of Lady Mechanica, I was like, fuck yeah. But it still wasn't, okay, when I say a couple of years ago, it was almost a decade ago.
Joe Benitez. The artist's name is Joe Benitez.
Yes, and he's amazing.
He's a great artist. He's a very good artist. I like him a lot.
You can tell he loves women, and
he can draw some curves.
Draws curves. Oh my God. So he was crowdfunding and he was getting money, but that was almost a decade ago. so now to watch like my friend Dave, who crowdfunded his comic book a few times. He's crowdfunded 2 comic books, right? I believe so. Um, and Dave Dwanch, and he got, he hits those marks. It's a great way. Like if you can't go to the independent, if you can't go to Image or any of those other ones, go crowdfund. But like the ones that made a ton of money, like you have Keanu Reeves on it. Like who's not going to say I want to back that? Like what? That's was super interested Lady Death. Well, let me tell you, 3 times, hundreds of. I was like, wow, that's fucking amazing. That is awesome. If Veronica Mars could get that much money, that thing, then comic books, and especially right now, as we're in 2020, people are reading. You know what I mean? People are reading, and they're looking at comic books. Some people have a little extra cash flow. Some people have none, and they still are buying comic books. That's fine.
Yeah.
And Kickstarter.
That's my drug of choice.
See? That's good. You're not gonna hurt yourself. I mean,
Yeah, but the Keanu Reeves one, the Berserker one, it generated $1.5 million. Yeah, that's crazy for a comic. So yeah, these guys are. I think this is the wave of the future. Rick, when is your comic coming out on Kickstarter?
Oh, dude, if I only had an artist. I mean, I would love to. That's I can't draw for shit. I draw stick figures. So that's like the worst. I mean, I have a cornucopia of ideas in my head. It's just I always encountered when I always work with an artist. All artists think they're writers, and all writers aren't artists. So that's the crux of it. That's the crux of it all. So Ray, I mean, if there's an artist out there, please. Please.
All right.
Contact Max Effort Grayson, just like my name says right there. Just contact me. I got lots of stories. I got fucking tons of stories.
It's all Buffy fan fiction. So
hey, some of that shit is good. Don't fucking knock it, all right?
Spike on Angel action. All right.
No. Whoa. Spike top, fuck Angel bottom. Okay, so just to be serious.
Spiked for her pleasure. All right, so Rick, what do you think of this? The future of comic books and self-publishing and Kickstarters and stuff.
You know what? I really like that idea because, dude, that offers so much freedom. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Honestly, you really don't. You're not beholden to anybody. No, there's no editor lording over your head. It's just if these are the words you're going to write down, if this is the drawing you're going to put down, if this is the panel you're going to put out, that's what it is. You don't. There's your editorial. The power comes from you and maybe your artist if you're not one and the same. But I'm all for that, dude. Just imagine. Well, there was a time where Image Comics was like the creator's paradise, and it's just too bad that all these smaller companies get bought up.
Yeah.
But Kickstarter definitely is the way. Like all these Kickstarters, GoFundMe's. I'm happy that creators have enough clout to get their books done, because if it wasn't for Image back in the day, and McFarlane and all the guys stayed, and Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee, if they all stayed with Marvel, and I mean, where would we be? I mean, there's no Spawn, there's nothing,
There's no Evil Bernie.
Yeah, there's the heart and soul of comic books are with the creators. You just can't be beholden to fucking writing Batman for the next 50 years. As much as I love Batman, I love Invincible. I love The Walking Dead. I love all of these books that artists and writers were able to come up with no. Just let me just do the book that let me tell the story I want to tell, and I'm just happy that a lot of guys are out there doing what they want to do and kickstarting and still producing comics for the masses without Marvel and DC saying shit.
Yeah, and that's a great. They set it up where like you own your shit. Like Image, like you come here, you own your shit. You share. You share in the profits when you're here with the book. But you can, if you need to walk away, and do your own thing, you can walk away with your characters, and no BS. So it was a company created by creators, and they know the struggle. So
Hey, is McFarlane still doing Spawn? Like, is McFarlane still
yeah,
doing
he
Spawn?
still writes it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he does like
Okay.
the covers and
See,
stuff.
that's one of those. He's like, to me, the epitome of the indie writer.
Yeah, not the
Like,
best writer in the world.
He's
but
he's not. But
he's
you
not
know
the
what?
best writer. He's a hell of an artist, but he's not the greatest writer.
But he gets to do what he wants to do.
yeah, for sure.
And
yeah,
that's
and just like
I
Eric Larson.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
Eric Larson
appreciate that.
still he's still writing and drawing his Savage
His
Dragon
own stuff.
That's been just reached what I think issue 250 I think recently. So it's great. I love Image. I like the fact that Image exists, and now that you have other companies too. So there's so many great indie companies out there, and this Kickstarter thing is great, man. I think if you have a story and you have you don't have the means to make it and you get crowdfunded. If it looks cool, people want to back it, and there you go. You have an instant fan base right there. So
Hey,
I think
what did Larson used to do for Marvel? What was his books?
he did Spider-Man.
Okay, because I know like what's
He
the name of the
replaced
Spider-Man?
McFarlane on Spider-Man.
Okay.
On Amazing Spider-Man, then on the solo Spider-Man book. But yeah, so yeah, Larson's I love
He's a
Larson.
great artist, man.
Right there. Yeah,
It doesn't hurt to have a celebrity to endorse it. So I'm like thinking
Sure.
Nick Cage might be on like, hey, you have a lot of comic book ideas. That's the next one, right? But I don't think it'll get like Keanu Reeves, one of those. The men want to be him, women want. So
If you get Nick Cage trying to kickstart Ghost Rider, everybody please do not donate. Please.
I don't think I've seen the second one. I saw the first one.
I saw the second one and
no. Oh, sad Rick. Sad Rick meme.
it's really sad, man.
Oh, poor guy. All right, so let's go. Let's talk about some happy news. Suicide Squad. So it looks like we got Sylvester Stallone is man. This cast is insane. Stallone's joined the Suicide Squad. He made a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the very overrated Guardians of the Galaxy Volume.
Don't hate on it. Stop being a hater.
It's a crap movie. It's a fucking boring movie.
We're in a place of love, damn it. God damn you.
That whole father thing was stupid. The whole thing was dumb. Baby Groot was the only good thing about that fucking movie.
It was teenage Groot.
Now Baby Yoda has taken his reign, so Baby Groot isn't even relevant anymore. So all right, so enough of that. So he made a cameo in that. James, I guess they're friends with Stallone. Stallone is yeah, he's everybody's hero, man. I'm more of a Stallone guy than Schwarzenegger. I like Stallone more than Schwarzenegger. I think Stallone did better work than Schwarzenegger.
Stallone's my guy, man.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
but they're both so good.
No, I'm look. We can go on about Stallone and Schwarzenegger. That's a whole thing right there. But I mean, Stallone.
I think Schwarzenegger was a better comedic actor. Like he was funnier in comedies.
Which is hilarious.
But as far as like action movies go, I think Stallone takes Schwarzenegger. I think Schwarzenegger's action movies have been few and far between. Like you take away Predator and Terminators, and
whoa! There's a lot more. There's the Running Man. There's True
Lies. He did good work.
Total Recall.
I think Commando's kind of overrated.
The Running Man.
Commando's.
Keanu was in that.
There's a lot, but I still hold when it comes to the king of the franchise action movie, Stallone.
Yeah.
Stallone.
My husband, for the first time, watched The Expendables. Why did I say?
I've said that before.
The Expendables.
That's my waistline. You know what I'm saying?
Expendables.
It was the first time watching The Expendables, and I love that movie so much because it's all those action guys from my childhood that I'm like, they're so funny. They're just hysterical, and
they're old.
But the comedic timing of everything, like when Sylvester Stallone's like, he wants to be president. Like, he can do comedy. He's fine. But yeah, he's everybody's hero, right? So James Gunn gets to put his hero in his another movie. Like,
so who do you think? Is the vast DC characters? Who do you think he's going to play?
For Suicide Squad, I don't know because I don't want to be wrong. Does that sound bad?
No wrong answers, really.
No, there is wrong answers because a movie is going to come out to prove me wrong. It's not
There is no wrong answers because we don't know. There's a lot of characters in that movie.
So I'm thinking.
Tons of characters.
Right?
I was thinking somebody JSA, somebody old timer JSA, and I think a perfect character for Stallone to play, Wildcat.
Wow, that would be a great character.
Wildcat. He's a
Wildcat
boxer.
would be great. The boxer,
Yeah, he was a boxer. He trained Batman how to fight. He has he's been around for a minute. I think him playing an old version of Wildcat, who's old version in the comic also, but him playing Wildcat in the comic in the movie would be cool.
Are we gonna have JSA characters in that movie?
Well, they're going to be building up to Black Adam, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some JSA hints. But I don't know how the continuity is going to work with these movies. I don't know if they're going to be. Who do you got, Rick? Who do you think Stallone might play?
King Shark.
King Shark.
I think he's gonna be the.
They already cast King Shark.
Did they cast the voice of King Shark?
So. I believe so. Yeah.
I don't know if they mentioned it. I think that's the one. I'm not sure, but that's the one. I'm pretty sure.
I'd be cool with that too.
I would love it. I would love Stallone to be King Shark.
I'm not mad at that at all.
No.
Let's see.
I don't think there's a King Shark.
Do that again, please. I love that impression. That was a good one.
That'll never happen again without the Jameson.
You never go full Rick. Let's see.
Always goes full Rick.
Nobody goes full Rick.
I want that to be a shirt.
It's King Shark because I'm pretty sure that King Shark's the only one not cast.
Well, that's a good. Actually, no. Sorry, Steve Aggie.
Steve Aggie as the voice or as the.
He's gonna be CG.
Okay, so is he the actor who's going to be playing like?
Well, you're not going to get Stallone to be a body person and not.
You can always, dude. They had Keanu Reeves come in to do the
Steve
voice
Aggie's a comedian, like he's a well-known comedian. He's gonna.
Okay, so then he's probably going to do the voice for fucking.
Yeah. He's the guy from what's his name? He was in what the fuck? Sarah Silverman show. Remember, he was like her roommate, the guy with the glasses.
Oh, okay, I remember that show.
Poseidon's boy.
Yes.
Yeah. He's gonna be. So your theory's out the window, Rick. Try again, Mister.
Well, you know what? You just
said there were
made me really sad.
Oh, crying Rick meme. He's a meme. He's a walking meme, folks. Oh, Jesus. All right. Any other potential castings for Stallone?
Oh, you know who I'd like to see? Now you said Wildcat. On the flip side, I know he's not Suicide Squad, or he might have been. I'd like to see Catman.
Catman, man. Yeah, it might be.
I'd like to see Catman.
Older Catman, yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'd like to see Catman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing somebody younger play Catman, though.
I just want. He's one of the few characters that like has earned my respect through the Secret Six storyline that I think Gail Simone was writing. But I dug that whole storyline a lot, and I really would like to see him play Catman. I know Catman's a blonde, but come on, it's just
come on.
You know, are we gonna do inclusion that bad? He needs to be a quality guy. Come on, it's Stallone. Sorry.
Yeah, this cast.
I went full Monarch. It's Stallone.
Oh my gosh, this is the most fun ever.
I'm trying to look up any rumors, like as far as like anybody that I think you could like toss it. He filmed like a quick something, so it could be anything. It could be like an after credits scene. It could be like one scene. Maybe he just plays like a general or something, or
He could do a Howard the Duck scene. We don't even know that. He could be like the voice of something at the very end of the movie.
We could start a rumor. We'll just say it as fact, and then so if you want him to be, we'll just start it.
Okay, so I'm starting this. Sylvester Stallone as Bane. Hey, he already has the voice. Yeah, he's Bane. That's my rumor. He's Bane.
I'm gonna stick with Wildcat. I like the Wildcat cast.
I like Wildcat. I would hope for Wildcat. He's one of the little characters that I like from the JSA.
Yeah, he's a good.
I want
Yeah,
more JSA
and
characters.
he's a good curmudgeon old guy too. Like I want to see curmudgeon old guy Stallone fucking just knocking fucking people out. That'd be great. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, both sides.
All right. All right,
Sorry.
calm down, Rick. We're getting canceled. All right, so let's see.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Has the Ricky in the chat said? Please like and subscribe to the channel. Don't let Rick's actions sway you from liking the video.
It will do that. I'm sorry.
Aw, sad Rick meme. Turn you into a meme. There you go. All right, so big news, big Marvel MCU news this week. Looks like we're getting a bunch of the Guardians of the Galaxy in Love and Thunder. Chris Pratt is joining the cast. So if you saw the last Endgame, spoilers for Endgame, Thor goes off at the end of the movie with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's a little cool little back and forth about who's actually leading the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a fun moment, definitely one of the best moments in that movie. Chris Pratt joining it. It looks like some other cast members from Guardians have joined too. We have Batista is looks like he's going to be in there. Vin Diesel as Groot. So Bradley Cooper as Rocket. So I'm not sure how big of a role they're going to have, but they're going to be in Love and Thunder, which is already a pretty stacked cast. You have Christian Bale in there, Natalie Portman coming back. It looks like Nebula is going to be in it also. Tessa Thompson. Jeff Goldblum looks like he's coming back too. Jennifer Lawrence is going to be in it. Hopefully she's not playing Mystique. Crystal, what do you think of this casting? The Guardians showing up. I think this was rumored after the movie. So, what do you think of the Guardians showing up?
I think the only one who's not coming back is Kat Dennings.
Yeah,
I guess I always like her. I love the way.
Sorry to cut you off. She is going to be in WandaVision, I believe. So she's going to. Sorry. Go ahead.
But she's still in the universe.
Yeah, she's still relevant in the universe. She hasn't got canceled yet.
Good. She's a wonderful human being. I love how the ensemble casting can all share the screen the way they do, which is direct reflection of the director, right? Mm-hmm. So Waititi's doing this one too. I fucking love his stuff. That fucking guy is, I can't say enough about how amazing I think he is. His comedic timing and how he sculpts kind of the action with comedy he's pretty brilliant. So I'm excited. It's a huge, the scope to which our comic book movies are becoming with these large ensemble casts and that they're giving screen time to everybody is kudos to them, because I was getting really tired of the one-dimensional oneness of celebrity in it. So to see that they're all like, wow, we can make a shit ton of money and all share the screen and I don't have to work that hard. Fuck yeah. Oh, they're going to make a ride with us? That's fine. Like,
awesome. So, Rick, you think they're going to have a big role? Are they going to be the through line during this movie, or you think they're just going to make like a little cameo? And I would assume they're going to be like in the beginning of the movie where Thor's with them, and then he goes off on his own thing. But how much of a Guardian's influence you can have in this?
Well, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. He left at the end with the Guardians, so of course they're going to start with him at the beginning with the Guardians. They're going to have to be in the movie. So I love Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's probably one of my favorite characters in all of the MCU. He's probably I want to say he's probably in my top 5. Star-Lord is definitely one of my top 5 characters in all of the MCU.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
love the character. Yeah.
He's brought relevance to a B-level, a C-level character.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm talking about.
Didn't really have a distinguished personality. Now they incorporated Chris Pratt's personality into the comic book.
Dude, ever since the first Guardians of the Galaxy, how much does Star-Lord have popped off in comics?
Oh yeah, way more. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad that somebody's relevant now, and Chris Pratt made him relevant, and I'm excited to see a lot of the weaving that they do in all the Marvel universe, because there's no one star. I mean, Chris Hemsworth, yeah, you're Thor, but how much of the screen time are you going to see? it's how much are you going to be Thor? Natalie Portman going to be Thor? You know, because that everybody's talking about that.
Yeah, the big Jane Foster storyline from the comics,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I really dig. I think it's they're pulling from Jason Aaron's run and Thor. I'm currently reading his run. It's amazing.
Dude, can you imagine fucking Natalie Portman as Thor? It's gonna be awesome. This little thing's gonna fucking just like, I'm gonna beat your ass. Here
they need to adjust that hammer. She's about the size of the hammer, so I don't know. They need to like de-size that hammer a little bit.
What if it's a scaling? Like
I think they're gonna have to scale
the hammer and it scales down to like her size. Mjolnir, hey, Mjolnir is user friendly. User friendly.
What'd you call it?
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir.
Disney?
Why am I gonna? Do I have a speech impediment all of a sudden?
Well, yeah,
Do I sound like John Travolta? What's wrong with you?
All right. Fieldy can tell us. It's
Where's
meow,
Fieldy?
Meow.
It's
Meow meow meow.
It's meow meow.
Mjolnir.
It's okay. You're fine. I can't say lots of words too. You're good.
No.
You remember when they said Bruce Banner was going to be in Iron Man? And everyone was like, what are they going to freaking do? And then you find out it's just him sitting on the couch. At the very
It's just a very minor role. So,
yeah.
Ray's right. That's how we left it with them. It's the Guardians traveling with them. So, of course, I'm going to think that they're at least going to be in the first 30 minutes of the movie.
I would love to see like a cold open with them, like on an adventure with Thor, and like kind of like like a cool little action adventure scene in the beginning with the Guardians, and then to kind of lead into the gist of the story.
How long do you think it's going to be? The Thor: Love and Thunder.
The movie, the length.
Yes, I think it's going to be about 2 hours and 10 minutes, which lends about 30 to 35 minutes to 40 minutes with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would want at least the first like 20 minutes with the Guardians.
First stack.
Yeah, and then you have Christian Bale, who's rumored to be playing the God Butcher. That's in the Jason. If you read the God Butcher, you would like the story. It's not going to happen, Rick. No.
I'm still.
Bale's not going to want to sign up. Bale's not going to want to sign up for multiple.
Don't you fucking limit Bale.
Sorry, Rick. Keeping it real. Sorry, no one wants it more than I. But sorry. So yeah, he's most likely playing the God Butcher from the Jason Aaron one. If you read the story, you'd think that's perfect casting for Christian Bale. Read the book, Rick. Read the book.
I'll read it, but I'm still not going to agree with it.
Jesus.
Dude, ever since you fucking planted that seed that he should be Doctor Doom, that's all I've been seeing.
Yeah, I see. I set us down a dark path.
You fucking. Thank you. You certainly did. You're welcome.
Looks like Idris Elba's going to show up. Jeff Goldblum's showing up in this. Taika Waititi, of course, played Korg. He was probably the best part of that. I thought Ragnarok was kind of overrated.
Taika Waititi is awesome, man. Yeah. Taika Waititi is awesome.
So, were you, Crystal? Were you a big fan of Ragnarok?
I was, because I'm a big fan of Waititi.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You saw Jojo Rabbit too, right?
I did.
Wait. Have you seen the? Go ahead.
No, you say it. I know.
I was going to ask you. Have you seen the Hunt for the Wilder People?
Oh, I thought you were going to say What They Do in the Shadows.
No, Hunt for the Wilder People is actually a little bit earlier than that. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend it. Yes,
it's Sam Neill and the fat
and the kid from Deadpool 2. Yes,
little fat kid from Deadpool 2.
Yes. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's an awesome movie. It's got so much heart. That movie made me love Taika Waititi so much more than What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows, you can get me. It's easy. It's vampire shit. But that particular movie, it has so much heart. It has so much love. Taika Waititi's awesome.
Yeah, I love Flight of the Conchords. Like, I just his comedy is really fantastic. The way he is you hear, like, in The Mandalorian when you're like when you're watching the millions of interviews that people are doing, and they're like, it's so much fun to work with him. And I'm like, it comes across in the screen, like how the actors are.
Yeah.
And so there's this beauty of violence that's laughable.
Yeah, like he directed probably my favorite episode was the last episode of last season, The Mandalorian. So he's a great director. And
That was him. He directed the last one.
he directed the last one. Yeah, great.
Oh, that's awesome. He's
great.
great.
Great directing in that. So
Yeah.
like I'm not the biggest Ragnarok fan. I like some parts of Ragnarok. I'm not the. I think it's taking turning Ragnarok and Planet Hulk storyline.
Thank you. I was hoping.
Turning it goofy, which like if you read Planet Hulk and like a lot of the Ragnarok,
Gladiator.
It's not goofy. It's not like humorous and stuff. I enjoy humor in some of these movies, but I think that should have been taken a little bit more seriously. It should have been more of a Lord of the Rings, meets something a little more epic. I don't know. I thought it was just a little too goofy. It was a fun, entertaining movie, but I just thought that was a little too goofy for that.
They bastardized Planet Hulk, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we both agreed on that because you got me to read Planet Hulk, and I love Planet Hulk with like I love the animated Planet Hulk that they did, but they cut so much out.
Nothing compared to that.
Nothing compares to the book. If anybody's out there, please read Planet Hulk.
It's such a sad, tragic story. And
yes,
it's a great Hulk story, but they turn it into a joke. They turn it into Mike Tyson. They turn it into a laughable joke. I don't know. I don't want to go off on Ragnarok.
It wouldn't.
Planet Hulk is the Gladiator, the movie Gladiator of like comics. Like Hulk turns into Maximus. You can love the character, you can love Banner, you can love the Kyra, the old strong. There's so many characters in the Planet Hulk storyline. If you guys haven't read it, please, Planet Hulk is a must read. I'm gonna have to look for that right now so I can grab that book.
The part of the emotional acting, like what is Mark Ruffalo was trying to pull out of his Bruce Banner, that inner turmoil of who do you love?
Yeah, I love Ruffalo, and
yeah,
I love all the stuff
he's definitely the best Bruce Banner.
Yeah, I love Ruffalo and I love all the Hulk stuff, but it's just.
I really liked Ed Norton. I shouldn't say that out loud. Then
I thought that movie's actually really good. I like the Incredible Hulk movie. Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah.
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that movie's great, dude. People just don't fuck.
The problem is with Norton. That movie. Edward Norton wanted to turn into like an existential Hulk movie, which we already got that from the
Ang Lee. Thank you.
Now we want to see Hulk smash and beat up some monsters. We don't care about the emotional. Like we can do that later on, but we want to see a Hulk smash, man. I don't want to see Hulk fight a bunch of poodles. I want to see Hulk smash, Abomination in the face. So at least
he was beating the shit out of Abomination.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
So let's see here. All right. So yeah, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Man, I got like a little like Ivan Reitman thing going on here from Ghost. I gotta get a haircut. It's like a weird poof.
Could be your picture. That's your picture. If I'm gonna do a cartoon,
I'm just gonna do the show like this. Yeah, Fieldy
does not approve, bro.
Let's see. Alurb, Mr. Hondo. I love Stallone, but he's not Bane. Bane is not a muscle-bound brute. He's a muscle-bound genius who can be a brute. Well, very poetic, Alex. Thank you.
Hondo does not care about SF Comic Book Company.
Oh, poor Hondo.
Sorry, Hondo. If I would have the screen share right now, I would do it. It's coming.
It's coming. We're working on the technology right now. Fieldy agrees. All right.
Yes, he does.
Off the rails already. All right, cool. I think that was some good discussions, some cool topics. So now we're gonna jump to our pool list. Our pool list for the week. So a pool list is pretty much anything you picked up recently that you want to talk about, something you watched, listened to, purchased, anything you played, whatever, just something you picked up recently, good or bad, something you just have an opinion on that you watched recently. So Rick, I'll start with you. What's on your pool list this week?
You know what? I've been delving back into Smash Brothers. I've been loving it. And if people don't know about Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch, please pick it up. It's a fun fucking game. Over 50, 60 characters that you can choose to fight.
It's more than that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's like 90 or some shit.
It's tons of characters, so it's super good. It's super fun. There's a lot of bragging rights to be had with a lot of your friends if you play this game. yeah, so definitely try that out. Let me see, what else do I have as far as a pull list. Yeah, well, going back to it. So the Snyder Cut. So everybody's like getting ready for the Snyder Cut.
Oh, we didn't
Um,
talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up, Rick. So the fucking trailer that
oh,
fucking
so
had
it's
no.
I went back through it. So it's only like 3 or 4 screenshots. That's
It's
it.
not a new trailer. Just show the screenshots. Don't fucking tell me on a like this is a trailer. That was stupid.
2 shots of Dark Side, 1 shot of Steppenwolf. That's all it is.
That's stupid. All right, sorry to cut you off, Rick, but I wanted to rant
Yeah,
for a
so
second.
I'm
Yeah, I get to rant too every once in a while, Rick. Jeez. Taking all the rant space. God.
well, both our names rhyme with rent, so it's okay. The alliteration is there. It's like Peter Parker, Rick and Ray. What we do, Rick and Ray, they rant.
Hey,
Okay.
ranting over
Hey,
me. Hey,
it's what
I
we
got an
do.
opinion that might be different from other people. Hey, oh.
Oh, this guy definitely. Oh,
All right, sorry,
so,
Rick. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, man.
no. It's all good. But yeah, the Snyder Cut came out. So I know that there are people out there who they really diss on the whole DC universe because they're Marvel people when it comes to like the MCU. MCU, yeah, they do their cinematic universe awesome. DC has no direction. But if you watch the Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, the Supercut, it'll change. It should change your view of what that movie was supposed to be. How WB and the powers that be eventually get involved and they ask a director to take shit out and cut their movie a way they shouldn't cut it. So please give these movies another watch if you haven't. It's they deserve another watch.
Watch the good version.
Of the DCs deserve another watch.
So Smash Brothers and
the DC and the Ultimate Edition Snyder Cut of Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, I think you've used that before, but all right, we'll allow it.
Well, Smash Brothers? No. Well, not Smash Brothers. I haven't yet.
The Ultimate Cut.
It's not Zelda, and it's not the Flintstones either. So.
1 million strong and growing. All right, Crystal, what's on your pull list this week?
Oh, wait, I'm going to revisit that Zack Snyder thing. I watched it, and then I was like, I'm going to rewatch his other trailers. And I was like, oh, they're trying to, I get it. They had to pull the original, so they pulled it off for a little bit, right? Because they didn't have the rights to the song. Then they put it back on. And I was like, oh, I can find it. This is great. They hit, I don't know. I watched it, and like with those 3 scenes that you were talking about, he's saying right now.
No.
Right now. He's telling you to pay attention.
Shut up! Wait, 2 more? He's good.
Yeah, all right, there you go. All right, so Crystal, back to your list.
So I will watch it, but it was just, I don't know, the whole thing was like,
that was stupid. It was pointless. It was pretty pointless to call it.
I liked it though. I like the DC movies. Like I don't. That's not. I mean, that might be faux pas, but don't mean to be offensive. But again, like you said, it's because people want to divide us.
Yeah, I like most of the DC movies. There's a couple I like. The Birds of Prey I wasn't too keen on.
Birds of Prey is horrible.
And Suicide Squad was like edited horribly, so I want to see the David Ayer cut on that one. But as far as like Wonder Woman, the Man of Steel is a masterpiece in my opinion. I love the Man of Steel movie. I think that's one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, I don't understand like all the hate on Snyder. I enjoy him.
Well, yes, I really liked how it came out. He had a family tragedy. There goes Joss Whedon's version that he took from the notes, and now there's this trailer where we get to see this thing. I'm interested. I don't know.
I'm excited about the Snyder Cut. Yeah, I'm excited for sure.
I'm excited, but I'm not as excited as I'd want to be. Does that sound weird?
Oh.
All right, once it comes out, you'll be all the way excited.
Yeah, I think the fact that we got to see like a 2-hour plus movie, and he's about to give us a 4-hour miniseries, that really changes my my view on what that movie could be, or
Okay.
what could have been. Because if Joss, see, the thing that killed me when it came to the whole Joss Whedon coming on board, I was like, okay, he's gonna bring a little of his MCU swag and like make the JLA the Avengers. The wrong thing is the JLA in DC isn't Marvel.
Nope.
Marvel sometimes is a little bit,
Yeah.
it's lighthearted. DC is a dark,
Yeah.
very dark universe.
Well, that's
Well,
what
not really. No, not necessarily. It's
not
darker.
all the time, but they,
No,
do,
that's
they,
not
they
Snyder's
do
version.
get darker. Batman delves in a lot of murder.
Yeah, Batman's dark. Yeah, Batman's dark.
Batman
Flash
delves
is
in
not
a
a
lot
dark
of murder.
character. Green
Yeah,
Lantern's
but-
not a dark character. Superman's not a dark character. Wonder Woman's not a dark character.
Green
These are not dark
Lantern,
characters.
Green Lantern turned dark in
Yeah.
fucking in Blackest Night. You have no idea.
They shouldn't be moody fucking characters. No,
No, not all of them. Not all of them.
I don't buy into that. They need to be dark. No,
There are certain characters in the DC universe that are dark. There are certain characters in the Marvel universe or DC universe that are not. I don't want Shazam to be as dark as Batman. No way. Shazam is a kid. It's big with Superman. That's all it is. But it should not be anywhere near as dark as Batman. It should not be like Blue Beetle. If they decided to do it, which I hope they do.
That's the problem with the DC movies. They're trying to make everything Batman, and Batman's not the DC universe. He is Batman. They need to stop
And
making.
they don't get. And that's WB's fault, not DC. DC knows what the fuck they have. WB tries to make movies, and they fuck up. Not everything can be Batman.
Well, that's what they've been trying to replicate. They're trying to replicate Dark Knight. That's what they've been trying to do.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, you're right.
When you have Zack Snyder on a project, it's like, you know, if you have Michael Bay, you're going to get that blue light and some explosions. When you get Zack Snyder on a project, you know it's going to have dark lighting, it's going to have a dark tone, it's going to have like where when light comes through, it's metaphorically meaning something. So you know what tone you're getting, and so when Marvel came out, you know, John Favreau, set the tone where Marvel would go, and then Joss Whedon set the tone for where Avengers would go. It was all very lighthearted. You have, not that all of the DCs are dark, but there is definitely a landscape that they have chosen to stay rooted in. And there was this, I don't know, it was really interesting because in the sense that there was this comedy that was rooted in that Justice League movie that hadn't previously existed. The coloring was different too. You could tell where there was Joss Whedon stuff versus him. And I was like, my thought process was like, well, maybe this is how they're trying to branch out with the whole Shazam thing, so that the tone coloring would feel not out of place.
Yeah,
They fucked up.
They fucked up. They for sure. But I'm looking for the Snyder Cut. I think they're going to justify. It's going to be justifiably with the movie we should have saw a long time ago. But sorry to go off on the Snyder rant. But so Crystal, what's on your pull list for the week?
Okay, so what am I right now? I had a friend who so I play games, and one of the games that I love to play is called Splendor. And right now, where you collect all these gems and stuff, and then you buy shit with the gems. It sounds freaking nerdy and dumb. It's a lot of fun.
You came to the right place.
So they have a Thanos version where you're collecting Infinity Stones. So I'm trying to get my hand on that. So just FYI, I haven't pulled it yet, but I'm going to pull that and I'm going to pull it on.
I see it.
What's it called?
It's called Splendor Infinity Gauntlet.
Splendor Infinity. Okay.
Yeah, and it's Thanos on the cover, and he's fisting it. So, I can do this all night, people.
Innuendos, good.
I have to say that I look forward to Fridays so much right now because of Mandalorian. Like, I don't know if you guys liked Rebels, but I really
love Rebels. I thought Rebels was great. Yeah, especially the last couple of seasons were amazing.
Yeah, I love how they did it in the sense, like, I know they didn't do this on purpose, where they did the whole series of Rebels, and then they did the last season of Clone Wars.
Mm.
And so when it came out, like, who was going to be in the second season of Mandalorian and how they were going to bring in Bo-Katan and then Ahsoka, and I was like, oh my god! And I was happy with casting.
Yes.
And so this. So last Friday, when I got to see Bo-Katan, I was like, my fucking mind blew. And I was excited for that one name. Because in the universe, she is, the great Jedi. And to hear it, I was just like, oh, I can't wait to see how they do this.
So yeah, slight spoilers for Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking.
It's been a few days, so if you're not on it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the internet has spoiled it anyways. I saw so many like screenshots and like Bo-Katan was all over the fucking place. They had a poster of her, so it's not really like a hidden fact anymore.
Yeah. Listen, if you're trying to save it all for one fell swoop so you can binge watch it, that's not my problem.
I try to give at least a couple of days. You get the weekend, and then all bets are off.
If you're a fan, you should be watching that shit by Saturday.
Sorry, some people have to work, Rick. Okay, God, you should.
Oh yeah, this guy has to work. Don't give me that shit. Fuck that. This guy has to work.
I'm spoiling it at 12:30.
No. Don't give me that shit. This guy works. This guy works. You can spoil that shit all you want. Fucking Friday morning, I fucking work. I watch that shit. No. All
right, calm down, Rick. All right, Crystal. So, so
Mandalorian's always on my. I love pulling it very hard every Friday. Let's see what else. I like.
I'm gonna make jokes. I'm not gonna make.
I
respect my guess.
So okay.
Tell that to Bo.
Oh man.
Sorry.
My business partner who might be watching right now, I don't know, he said he was going to, but I have to tell you, he took off last week so that he could play with his new PS5. So I'm going to go over, because he got all these games. Remember I said I don't know how to play games, but I'm just going to go over to watch him play and yell at him.
And tell him what to do.
Tell him what to do. Because awesome. I was like, everybody's getting crazy about it. And I was like, and when he got it, here's a fun story. When he got it, it went to his house. He took the day off, told his boss, he's a physical therapist most of the time. And then he's here, pretending to boss me around. And so he took the day off on Friday and was like, oh man, wait, what? The game's not here because whatever violent gun game was for the PS5 actually got shipped here. So he had to come back here.
Held it hostage.
You can head right and get the game. But it was great because he acted concerned. And I was like, I could just hoard this and keep it for me. And it could be a part of my pool list. But I was nice and gave it to his ass. So
that's very sweet of you.
Yeah. I'm an asshole. It's okay. It's fine.
Let's see. We got some more chats. Hondo, I got something for you, ball breakers. Your birthday, Rick. Winter is here. So
my birthday.
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
It's your birthday.
He's turning 22. I can't wait. Krista, stay well, nerds. Thank you, Krista. Hondo, Fieldy is on my side. Get him, Fieldy. I can't even pronounce it. ITHRWLF. I can't even pronounce that. They're saying ask her about Mass Effect. So, Crystal, Mass Effect.
I love Mass Effect so much that it's really bad. Shepard is one of my favorite characters, right up there with Nathan Drake.
Wait, which character?
Matthew Shepard.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
I yell. So I actually probably know who that was who just said that. Because I yelled at that person many times to figure out that puzzle quickly. And I apparently make people nervous. I don't know if you know this. but I have a tendency to be loud and obnoxious and bossy, just like that. And Mass
I don't
Effect,
know what that's like. Fuck.
Mass Effect does that to me. I love that game. I love the universe that they've created. I will often say I'd love to see a movie of it. Like, yeah, I felt the same way too about Uncharted, and then I was like, I'm not so excited now, which is probably bad.
Have you played all three Mass Effects?
When you say play, you mean yelled at another person to do stuff? Yes.
That's fine. That works. That works. Sometimes you have to yell at people like, "God damn it! Pick up that box!"
I have tried to play Mass Effect because I had yelled at certain people so many times to do stuff, and I was like, secretly, I was going to try to do it myself, and I was like, "Fuck you, remote!" And I was like, "Okay, we're good. It's okay." There are certain things that I just don't have to do. I don't have to be good at it. And playing console games or computer games in general are just things that I don't know how to do that. But if you want a latte, I can fucking do that. You want to play Settlers like a ton for like 10 hours? I can do that. Dungeons and Dragons, my ass can do that. I can roll dice. But you want me to remember and not button smash? I'm just sticking to, Street Fighter. That's it. That I can button smash. I did pretty good on Smash Brothers by just button smashing, and then I got my ass kicked by a 9-year-old. So
it happens.
9-year-olds, dude.
9-year-olds.
What character do you use, Crystal?
I used whatever I accidentally clicked on and did.
That's a good question, Ray. That's a good question.
You close your eyes and just touch it and pray to God that it doesn't hurt you so bad. Wait.
I've been there, sister. I've been there.
You get Wii Fit Trainer. Wii Fit Trainer.
Hey, any character is dangerous if you know how to use it.
Yeah, kicking soccer balls at people.
Kick rocks.
But
I do.
I'm thinking about
So, Crystal, anything else on your pool list you want to talk about?
I'd like to talk about, does anybody play WoW? I don't play WoW, but that's another thing lots of people are talking about.
Is it coming back? Like it
No,
doesn't really.
I'm a 10-year veteran of WoW. I've been watching YouTube videos on dungeons, and all I'm doing is watching Dead Mines over and over again.
See, I don't play, but I'm surrounded by people who play, and so I ask the dumbest questions, and it's okay. I was like, do they give you like an award or a participation something for playing like 10 hours? And the person got really upset that I said that.
I would get upset after 10 hours because I have probably about like 980 hours like logged in on that game.
Yeah, just like last week, yeah.
No. I'm trying not to play that game. Trust me.
Oh, so then you haven't seen the new thing that they put out?
No. The last game I picked up was probably Warlords of Draenor, and I know that they have Shadowlands, and I know they have all these other expansions. And
at the end of this tonight, he's going to be like, "I'm just going to check it out," and then 24 hours later,
you'll never see me again.
Come out with the like sea moss on his face and just all fucked up. What happened? He's gonna come out like a
Night Elf Hunter, baby. Night Elf Hunter.
Bruce Campbell in the director's cut of Army of Darkness. Like, I slept too long. I played too long. Awesome.
Put that on a shirt.
There you go. Awesome. All right, cool. Awesome pool list. You yelling at people playing the games. That's been pretty much it.
That's my pull.
I know a lot of people who do that.
I pull experiences, and that's actually, oh my God, that's brilliant. I'm going to put that on a shirt.
I pull experiences.
Don't shoot him, shoot the other person.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
So like and subscribe to the channel, folks, if you love this witty banter. So on my pull list this week, I have Wolverine, the new Wolverine. That's part of the X of Swords. It's the Phoenix variant cover. They're doing a bunch of Phoenix covers
Nice.
for this month. So Wolverine's on this one. Right now we're in the middle of this is part 16 of 22 of the big X of Swords event that's happening right now. So pretty much X of Swords is if you've been following the Jonathan Hickman X-Men. There's a big contest going on with the outer world, like a different dimension world, and so it's basically all our best fighters against all our best like swordsmen against their best swordsmen, and so the first part was kind of like searching for the swords for the particular swords. Now they're going into the tournament where they're actually fighting each other. It's almost like it's almost like an Enter the Dragon type tournament. It's just like it's pretty crazy, like the fighting and. My favorite part of one of the books is they actually have the betting lines of like the characters like within the world. So a lot of the Jonathan Hickman stuff has like a lot of like text and like kind of explaining some stuff. And so in one of the books they have actually like the betting lines for the characters during the battle. So like within the world they have like gambling going on within the universe. So which I thought was a pretty hilarious fucking little Easter egg. If you're a gambler at all, it's pretty hilarious. Let's see, what else did I pick? I picked up this today. I haven't watched it yet. Here in mixed reviews, but I definitely want to see what happens in this movie. So I picked up New Mutants, the New Mutants, which got pretty maligned, and a lot of people said it wasn't good. I've heard otherwise from other people. I'm a big Magic Ileana Rasputin fan, so Alan, what's her name? Taylor-Joy. Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Magic, and that's the only reason I really want to watch it because I love Magic, and looks like they did her justice. I don't know about the other characters, but I'm looking forward to this. So possibly look for a review with maximum efforts later this week. Hopefully, we'll see how time works out. Also, I've been watching. Finally watching Creepshow, the TV show, which is freaking amazing. I love it. So, I've been loving it so far. I think I have like 3 more episodes left in the season. Great character like Adrian Barbeau shows up. DJ Qual has a great episode.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, David Arquette shows up in an episode. Bruce Davidson, Dana Gould, Jeffrey Combs, who I love. Some of the stories are like, it's okay, but even like the worst ones are still very enjoyable and they're worth watching and worth checking out. Definitely has an old 80s kind of vibe. It's Tales from the Crypt. Creepshow definitely took from Tales from the Crypt.
EC Books, baby. It's all EC Books. It's all EC Books.
It's a great tale. The creators behind it, like Nicotero, directs some of the episodes. Tom Savini directs some of the episodes. So they have a lot of great talent behind it. It's pretty. So far, it's been pretty good. I think I have like 4 episodes left to watch, but I can't wait for the second season to start. I believe it's starting next season. I think they have a Christmas special coming up, and then the season 2 starting next season. So next year sometime.
Ride, man. You're gonna love that.
It's really good.
Love that series. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So far it's been really good. So definitely check out Creepshow. I think it's on Shudder. It was on A&E at one point. It's on Shudder. I'm an analog guy. I got to get the disc, so I picked up the disc and I can watch it anytime I want. I don't need internet. So picked up that. Let's see what else. I picked up a couple figures this week. I picked this up. This was a Target exclusive. So they've been reaction figures from Super 7. So this is the dead Optimus Prime. You see him all.
No!
I know. Now Rick's really gonna cry. So he's all in the gray tones when he died in Transformers the movie. So it's pretty cool, pretty sick, twisted. See dead Optimus Prime. I like the gray tones on it. It looks like he died. So yeah, spoiler alert for Transformers the movie, the best Transformers movie. But dead Optimus Prime. I thought that was pretty cool. It's a Target exclusive, so I finally went to a Target and found something exclusive. That was nice. What else did I get? Also, finally, I talked about this last week. I finally watched it over the weekend. TerrorVision, a movie from my youth. 86? Super cheesy, super 80s. Some great actors. Super goofy practical effects. I love this movie. I should not have been watching this at 6 years old. I was watching. I was like, wow, I should not have been watching this fucking movie. It's a twisted, it's pure 80s goodness. I've been kind of looking for this movie. I always kind of forgot the title, so finally I figured out what movie this was. Picked it up. It also has the video
Did
Dead
you watch
on it.
Video Dead?
I have not watched Video Dead yet.
Okay,
I
I'm just
saw the
waiting on
trailer.
that one.
No, I'll probably watch it next week. But it's a great. Yeah, I found this on eBay. I was trying to look for TerraVision, but it only came in the 2-pack from Shout Factory. So, Scream Factory, Shout Factory. So, yeah, it's a good call. The Video Dead looks cool from the trailer. It looks fucking awesome. Super
movie.
cheesy 80s. So, I'm glad I swooped on that. And what's the last? Oh, last one on my pool list is this guy. Picked up a He-Man. So they're doing
He-Man?
new Masters of the Universe figures. So pretty much these are like in their the old kind of the old style, but like sturdier and like more like kind of like how you wanted them to like move around and act. Because the old He-Man figures were good. They're not the most sturdiest after you play with them for a while. So this is like a more modern sculpt, more modern articulation of the figure. I thought it was cool just to see. I just wanted to pick it up, kind of pick it up. He-Man as a kid was awesome. The cartoon doesn't really hold up, but the figures were awesome. He-Man looks cool, badass. So yeah, I picked that up. I think it was like the evil Walmart. So I think they're Walmart exclusives too for right now. So the new Masters of the Universe figures, they look cool. They're like done in the same scale as the old ones. And just better like sculpting, better articulation. So, very cool looking figure. Very fun to open up and kind of play around with and pose them around. Got the cool little battle axe and sword and stuff. So I thought it was a cool figure to pick up. Just nostalgic purposes. A big He-Man fan from back in the day. So I was more of a Skeletor guy, anyway. So, oh,
I gotta post that Skeletor laughing video.
He-Man. Yeah. So like and subscribe, folks. Like the video if you're liking the content. Let's see. Victoria Raymond, using my Christian name. Andre, what's up? Na. What's up, Andre? Andre, we're gonna.
What's up?
Dre Rivers, yeah, we're gonna be doing. Hopefully, Dre's coming on soon. We're gonna do some action figure talk. Hopefully, see a little
dude, I'd love to.
2021.
I'm about to get some hot toys coming up.
Hot toys.
Hot toys.
Hot
toys.
hot toys. I can't wait to see which one you get me. All right.
Oh, you're getting one. Well, you're not getting a hot toy. You're getting something. Oh, hold on. You're getting something.
Oh, Jesus.
It may not be a hot toy, but you're getting something.
Interesting. Spoiler alert. Let's see. You got Andre. Dre's excited. Ooh, he's excited. We're all excited. All right. So, all right. Next, we're gonna talk about some hidden gems. Hidden gems is pretty much show and tell. Something personal to your collection, something that you personal to you that you love, that you want to just show off and talk about. Doesn't it could be anything really. Just something that you want to talk about. Yeah, Crystal, let's start with you. What's your hidden gem for the week?
Okay. I have inside this beautiful bag, which is pretty awesome if you're a gaming geek and you like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or any of those games. It's a wonderful kitschy clutch sort of bag, and it has lots of space in it. But I brought from my collection. This is my favorite little prize book. And it's signed by Carrie Fisher.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
My friend did it, actually. He, not the signature of Carrie Fisher, but he worked with Carrie Fisher a lot in the conventions. And he was like, hey, I was going to say before she passed away, it'd be really hard to do that postmortem. And so it says, love to me. And then I'm trying to find where it is because, I opened it out of my beautiful bag, and now I'm like, oh. And then so she signed there.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I was like, okay. And it was in the shop for the longest time, and we let people touch everything. That sounded not appropriate either. And so everyone's like, why are you leaving that here? You're insane. And I'm like, oh, no, it's fine. It's totally okay. And then it came home, and my spouse was like, this was the smartest thing you've ever done.
Yeah, take that home. Yeah, you want.
That's what I done.
What convention was that? That was in
New York.
Okay, because she was here for like a couple years before she died, and I could have met her, but I was like, I'll meet her someday. I can meet her someday. Like, nope. Yeah, take those chances when you can, man. Like, because you never know what's gonna happen, man. So yeah, I definitely regret not like at least seeing what's up to her and like meeting her. Like, even though it's like $100 to like $100 to $100 to like get a signature, but it would have been totally worth it just to meet her for like 10 seconds.
Everyone says that works with her that she's a hoot. Like all the volunteers who she's very picky about who she's around, because she wants to trust everybody. But they're always like, she's a fucking riot. She'll just start cursing, and I was like, oh, that would have been so fun to be a part of like one of the celebrations, the Star Wars celebrations, and I've seen her. And then because I'm also, my son's name is Logan Jedi, so I'm a Star Wars fan. Which my older kids were like, if you name your kid Jedi, we're disowning him. And now they can't imagine yelling Logan.
It's a good way to get rid of the other kids.
Yeah. Like I yell Logan Jedi all the time. It's perfect because he's named after Wolverine and after being a Jedi, and that name fits so much.
That's basically the coolest name ever. Yeah.
Well, his best friend is named Logan Gray. We were like,
boys, huh?
Logan Gray, and like, how fucking crazy is that? Like, okay, so here's my other question. So my girlfriend's sister works in animation, and she works at in the art department, and she got all the artists on this project to sign this for me. So Princess Leia. And so there's like all of the artists signed.
That's awesome.
Cool. And they did little like Star Wars quotes that you can never have enough of.
That's amazing. That's great.
So yeah, and then
so you have some cool fucking friends, I tell you.
I am very lucky that people still want to hang out with me because I am
the same way.
Yeah. That's a thing. See, I think you're a gem of a person.
I am not.
Wait till you meet him sober. This is great.
I'm saying.
He's a hell of a guy.
And I also keep a Barbie.
Yeah. Stop trying to make fetch a thing, Rick. It's a Mean Girls reference. Come on, Rick.
I don't watch Mean Girls.
Oh.
Final Girls. Mean Girls.
Final Girls. All right, calm down, Rick. All right, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Pull this. That's great. What project was that? The animation, the animated shorts, right?
The Force and Destiny. Yeah.
Force and Destiny. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there's the short one. Yeah, the short. So
yeah. It was awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's fucking dope.
And
that's dope. Aw. She's a wonder. Right there.
Yeah, it was. My friend dropped this off because he thought before I opened up this coffee shop, and he said that he just left it, hung it, put it down. I wasn't there when he left it, and he has since passed away and stuff. And so he was like, whenever you lose sight of whatever's going on, you just remember your Wonder Woman, and it's amazing to now be able to go to see a movie with Gal Gadot being Wonder Woman. She's freaking hot.
Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, she is. she's a badass. I don't think anybody can replace Linda Carter, but she's Linda Carter is always going to be Wonder Woman, but Gal Gadot's doing a hell of a job. She's definitely one of the best parts of that. Yeah, she's badass. Awesome. So all right, hopefully I don't regret this. But Rick, what's your hidden gem?
You know what? A crystal actually.
You okay? Are you drink some water? You okay, Rick? You
I'm
choking
good.
up? Okay.
No, Crystal actually just like mentioned a bit of what I forgot. What it could have been my hidden gem is Mass Effect. It's an awesome game. It spans 3 games. So if you start Mass Effect from the first one, any decisions that you make in the first one carry over to the second one, and in the second one carry over to the third one. So it affects the whole overall story arc that you do. It's a huge story arc when it comes to Mass Effect. I didn't think I was going to talk about it, but Mass Effect is an awesome game. You get powers in it, different powers, ice, fire, like what is it? Like a gravity where you can like put like a singularity in the middle of something, and it almost acts like a black hole, sucking everything into it, just like causing damage. So if you're like a first-person shooter fan and you have either Xbox or PlayStation 3, Xbox, what is it, Xbox 360? That's what the games are available for. This whole series of games is Mass Effect. Don't get the last Mass Effect, which was like an offshoot, which is total bullshit. But if you get the first one, the second one, and the third one, you can play the whole story arc for the character of Shepard, and it really is an awesome game. I totally forgot about it. Thank you, Crystal, for bringing that back, because I do want to hook up my Xbox 360 and play the whole series from the beginning over again.
Okay, if you come to the coffee shop and you play it, I can yell at you. See, so we can.
No, I don't like being yelled at when I play that game because I kind of suck every now and then. So you'll be yelling at me a lot, and I'll be like, "God damn it, leave me alone!"
He's got some PTSD from Mass Effect. Yeah,
I'll have PTSD. It's not cool.
Lord.
It's a fun game though. The one thing I like about the game though, it just definitely changes your story arc from the first game with all the decisions that you make to the third game. So it really does evolve. Like if you kill a character in the first game, in the third game when you have like a memorial wall, it'll be there, which is fucking dope. So
the romantic things that could happen in that game,
yes,
carry over.
Yeah, no, I love that too because I started in part 2, and because I had part 2 and I started playing it, I went back, started part 1, and just started a whole game over again just so I can get to the part 2, start it again, and then go to part 3. But it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful arc. If you guys haven't played this story arc, it's a great game. Definitely play that game. It's called Mass Effect.
Awesome. That's your hidden gem, huh? All right, cool.
It's a hidden gem. It definitely is. You know, I forgot about it, so it's a hidden gem.
All right. So, well, you know, so I picked this up a couple days ago. This just came out Friday, I believe. So, if you know, a big fan of Nintendo, if you're an old school Nintendo person,
What's out?
which you know, a lot of us are, I picked up this Game and Watch. The new Mario Brother. It has the Super Mario Brothers, it has the Game and Watch Mario Brothers, and it has the Lost Levels on it. So this is in the style of the old school Game and Watch games. Nintendo came out these in like the early '80s. They were like clocks and like these little mini digital games. So you can play. Let me see where you can play the original Mario Brothers, which is like pretty clean.
The one that you're like bumping like fucking like little like.
That's awesome.
That's the original Game and Watch Mario game, and also it has Super Mario Brothers. A pretty clean version of the Super Mario Brothers.
The original one?
Yeah, the Nintendo Mario Brothers. Yeah, it has the whole version on there. And it sounds pretty good. It looks it's like one of the best transfers of the Super Mario game. So it's I can play this like backwards. Well.
I'm just jamming on this show with you guys. There's all kinds of music.
So it comes with the Lost Levels also, and you can also use it as a clock, which I've been doing. So I just have my clock sitting on my desk. So and it continue. It just goes.
Does it play
goes
the
for,
game as it's doing it?
No, it just says Mario right back and forth. You can change the background. You can change the backgrounds. You can change the backgrounds of like different settings, and you can have the sounds up. So every hour he makes a noise, and when the minutes change, he breaks the blocks. So it's a fun little device. It's super. It came out on Friday, so it's kind of a hot item right now. People have been looking for it. Like it's kind of sold out everywhere. So I was lucky enough to find one.
That's dope as shit, bro.
It's a cool little device, like super. Like if you're a fan of old school Nintendo, this is like some of those Game & Watches are like super expensive right now. They're like a couple $100 at least. You know, to find these old school like Donkey Kong and Game & Watch and like Mario Brothers. So it's a cool little. You know, Nintendo's really playing into the nostalgia market right now. They really know how to. They really know their fans. Their fans are like they're growing up right now and they have money and they want to spend it. So they've been pretty good at. Providing people with these cool little niche items. So it's a pretty cool item. So that's my hidden gem. Not so hidden since it's really popular right now. So Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
that's
Also,
a hidden
my
gem,
other
dude.
so my other hidden gem is Rick. He's my hidden gem for this week. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that put him. Look at that put him. Like, what are you doing, man? Stop voguing on me, man.
He's getting
Don't you
his.
vogue me, mister. Don't you vogue me.
Oh,
All right, let's see.
thank you.
Let's see. Andrew, Mr. Dre, Mr. NWA, Mando, Hot Toy, and the Miles look sick. Rick was thinking about the
He
Miles. Yeah,
does. I've been thinking about
does
it.
look pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty tight. Releasing a shitload of hot toys right now, so yeah, there's some cool ones coming out right now. Krista, that's dope, Ray. Yeah, that's a pretty cool little device. I'm glad I actually found it in the wild. So it was cool to actually find it. Yeah, find something you were actually looking for and not sold out. So it was cool. Awesome, man. This was fun. This was a fun show. Despite our efforts not to make it fun, I'm liking this StreamYard thing. We'll definitely probably be continuing on with this. So Crystal, lovely having you on, and definitely got to have you on again. It was great to have you and talking to you. It was fun doing the interview. We did an interview a few months ago for the charity stream. The charity stream you're doing, so that was fun.
Thank you so
Very
much
fun.
for coming and doing that for me. You were awesome.
Totally, lots of fun, fun discuss. It was fun being the interviewer instead of interview. Oh, the interview instead of interviewer. So it was nice change of pace. So yeah, no, it was great. A fun interview for sure, and it was for a good cause. So any last final words, any shout outs, and also plug the store and where people can find you.
You can find me at Characters Cafe and Coffee Roasters in Pleasanton, 5424 Sonol Boulevard, suite number 7, in between Mountain Mike's and Tiffany's Dance Studio in the Rayleigh Shopping Center. You can also find me or Characters Cafe at Ko-fi /characterscafe.com. Wait, I said that wrong. Ko-fi.com /characterscafe.com. I keep saying .com because at the end of everything that just happens.
HTTP /backward slash.
Yeah. You can find
slash.
Yeah, exactly. There's all these things I'm learning. I'm old, so I do more of the Facebook for Characters Cafe. Yeah, the Facebook. My kids are like, don't fucking say that.
Just Facebook. It sounds clean.
I know, but I'm so old. I'm like, the Instagram, the Twitter.
You got the tweets over there, huh? You got some tweets with the little birds.
The TikTok. I mean,
the bird.
The bird. I was like, what's that blue thing? And my kid was like, that's Twitter. You have that, and I'm like, I do. You're right. I only write obnoxious
News
things.
to me.
Yeah, exactly. I just write stuff. So you can find out all of our events. We do some online gaming. Right now, we're putting together the calendar for 2021. That's going to be online because we're still in a pandemic. If you like coffee and yummy treats and pastries, we are definitely a place to come visit and get your grub on. Once we're able to do so, and I think it's healthy and safe and sane, we'll start having people in. But again, we're still only doing door service, and my phone number is plastered all over the place. So if you text message me at midnight and order, that's totally fine. I've gotten interesting pictures and stuff. People are like, why would you do that?
We'll put a link to the site and all that in the description of the video. So awesome. Very cool. And did you you want to post your personal Instagram and Facebook, all that?
Yeah. You can find me at what can you find me at? You can find me at,
Ask the kids.
If you look up at Crystal Diamond on anything, CD Diamond on anything, you'll find me and my obnoxious face just all over the place, and my things where I think I'm funny, but I'm really not.
Same.
And all my innuendos.
All the innuendo. You like her innuendos here. Don't worry. She has better.
I'm funny. I don't. Other people don't think
funny
that.
Like a clown.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci funny? Whoa.
I like to think of myself as like wanting to be a Mae West sort of funny, but not anywhere near that. I'm more like a
Kanye West.
yeah. That's a great disaster to watch.
Awesome, very cool.
No, thank you so much for having me on. Like,
yeah, sure.
I genuinely, you two, fucking hysterical. Like, so enjoyed myself. I cannot wait to replay this fucking thing and then, take it with me for Thanksgiving to show my family. Well,
See,
actually,
Don't do that.
I'm on a mediocre YouTube channel. See, I made it.
Who wants to hang out with me? And I'm like, there's a group of people want to hang out with me.
There's a few folks. There you go.
There's like two, you two.
Awesome, very cool. Rick,
Huh? What?
shout outs, last messages.
Dude, shout outs to a lot of people. Well, shout outs to Characters Cafe. Shout outs to Gold Dirty Bastard. Shout out to Graham Gates for doing our awesome music. Shout out to Phil Cawthorn for doing our awesome intro.
Emily for doing the logo.
Emily for doing the logo. It's a lot of people a lot of our friends, and I love this, that a lot of our friends are involved in making this possible. And
It takes a village.
It takes a village, and it really does. And I'm happy because a lot of our friends actually back us for like a lot of the stuff that we do, regardless of the stupid shit that we say. So yeah, we'll
see what happens after this. We'll see.
Yeah, I know. I said a lot of stupid shit today, didn't I?
Well, we'll see.
You were perfect. You're perfect.
We'll go to the tape. Don't worry. Well, I told you.
Please.
We need you on a pitch count, Rick. I told you this already.
How many fucks did I say in this show? That's all I want to say.
We're pulling them. I got David. I got Davis on.
Was it under 50 fucks this time?
I got Davis on standby, so come on. Just in case Rick fucking passes out.
It'll happen. It might happen. You never know.
Watch out for that Rameson.
Rick's birthday show. You never know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. We don't have the insurance for that. Rick, Maximum Effort.
Oh, you can find me at Max Effort Grayson. You can also, I also do the SF Comic Book Company on IG, and I do the SF Company group on Facebook. So.
He's a company man, folks. He's a company man.
I do try.
Yeah, check out. If you want to check out the Facebook, we have a page up there. You kind of see the preview of some of the stuff we'll talk about during the week. So if you want to see a little sneak preview of some of the stuff we're going to be talking about, check out the Facebook page. Check out the IG. Check out my IG, at Ray Doomzilla. And the SF Comic Book Co. IG. Like I said, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks to everybody that's been in the chats and joining in. I love doing these live shows and interacting with friends and people we don't know. So it's fun interacting with folks. Like I said, like and subscribe, and everybody be safe out there. It's it looks like we're going into another little lockdown thing going on. So please be safe. Here. Wear your mask. And wash your hands and keep going. Don't think this is not over. This is going to be the crazy time. Winter is going to be the fucked up time. So you got to
be nice to your essential workers, please, because there are people that go into places that don't want to put on masks. Please be nice to your essential workers.
Yeah,
you have no idea how much that means to me. That means to us. Please be nice to us. All right.
Yeah. Don't be mean to Rick. All right.
I don't want to kick anybody out.
Yeah, he does. He loves it. He loves that little power. All right, cool. One last chat. We'll end it on Hannah. Hannah says hello. Hannah is the cutest three-legged dog you'll ever meet. So Hannah, we love you. All right, so you guys stay safe. Thank you, Crystal, for joining us. This shenanigans. And look out for more stuff, more content, and hopefully New Mutants. And also, I got to plug the Mandalorian review on Friday after show. Me and Nip do after show around noon.
I'm gonna join you soon.
Do it. Yeah, we'd love some more opinions on that show. It can't be just me and that guy. But it's it's fun. Definitely a fun show, and definitely if we recap the Mandalorian and kind of talk about full spoilers, just kind of going off and chatting about that stuff. So it's a fun show. I've been digging it. So definitely check that out on Fridays. All right, cool. So everybody be safe. Like I said, wash your hands, wash your ass, and be safe. Wear your mask and be cool to people. All right, you fuckers. All right. Everybody have a good night and peace out.
Peace out.